Yo, hair nappy, man, but I'm happy, man. Still bills, what's the diz, ill, man? I ain't even get to pick my crop out, man. I ain't have to work today, so I woke up with my shit like this. It's shaped somewhat, but it's still nappy as a motherfucker. But peep game, man, we gotta talk about this nigga Keith Thurman once the fuck again, dude. I don't know what would convince a motherfucker who would take a 2-year layoff and lose to a man. Fight Danny Garcia, take a 2-year layoff, fight Josecito Lopez and Manny Pacquiao 1 year, lose his title, come back 2 years later, fight Mario Barrios and still feel he's entitled to a Spence fight. I don't know what it is with this dude, man, and it's just really getting annoying by this time, man, because I'm a fan of Keith. I didn't order his fight because I'm not ordering that shit, but this dude really just, it is just some sort of arrogance with this nigga that he thinks he's more than what he is. I don't get it. Spence is your fight, fam. That wasn't your fight while you still had a belt. You wasn't entertaining that fight. You had no interest in fighting Earl Spence, nor did you have an interest in fighting Terrence Crawford. And I get it, you was next in line to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. That's all the way understandable, man. But you can at least let it, give some sort of, get a fan some sort of energy that you're looking forward to that fight, looking forward to making that fight in the near future. Every opportunity you got to give, some sort of opportunity to promote a potential future bout with you and Spence, you downplayed it. Oh man, like he ain't done enough for me to go and fight him. And now that he's done the most and he's in a position where he don't need you no more, now you still feel you entitled to that fight. The words "I want to fight Spence" never came out of your mouth. I'm gonna get Spence next. That never came out of your mouth. You wanted to be the businessman. You wanted to, milk the fight a little bit more than what it was worth. You was talking years and years and years down the line. Yeah, we can get that fight going. Like, for what? Surely you don't think you're still entitled to that belt. You lost that belt to Manny. Manny lost to Ugas. And Ugas was elevated due to inactivity, which I thought was unfair, but nonetheless, that's just how the story goes. So who the fuck are you to sit here and talk about this is your fight? And you're not even trying to get enough, like, no nothing, man, because you just really feeling deep in your heart of hearts you just needed one tune-up fight, and you still that nigga to where you could just trick off the rest of the year and come back only for the big fights, get up for the big fights. The fuck is wrong with you? You need to be looking in the direction of these young bucks. You need to be fighting the Custio Claytons of the world. That's what you need to be, not Boots. You need to be fighting Boots as well. There's a plethora of people that you need to be going to holler at, man, but you don't because you feel you're established, and because you're established, you ain't got to do no road work. Because you're a former unified world champion, you ain't got to do that. Everything is just supposed to fall in your lap. Niggas is just supposed to say, man, yeah, let me get Keith. I want Keith. It's one thing for Ortiz and Ennis to do that, man, but the established champions, who guys don't need to come and holler at you. Spence don't need to come and holler at you. Nobody is checking for you and Porter and you and Garcia. Nobody is looking for them rematches. Nobody. You too good to go out and holler at Conor Ben over in the UK. You too good to go holler at Florian Marco and all that. You're too good to go and holler at them niggas. Because in your heart of hearts, you feel you are deserving of a Spence fight, a title bout, after 4 years of inactivity. You're giving us 3 fights in 4 years, man. Like, that shit ain't the move. You gave us 3 fights in 4 years, yeah. 3 fights in 4 years. You fought twice in 2019. you are extremely arrogant, and it's really to your detriment, man. You ain't done shit to have your nose in the fucking air. Not in recent history, man. What are you not getting about you lost to Manny Pacquiao? Which is cool. But after that Manny Pacquiao bout, you allow a Virgil Ortiz and a Jerron Boots Ennis to completely usurp you in status. They don't even deem you a threat no more with all of the, you know, the top welterweights. They don't even deem you a threat. Niggas feel you would get smoked by Boots. Niggas feel you would get smoked by Virgil. You dig? Nobody is giving a fuck about you. So for you to sit here and talk this, that's my fight. That's supposed to be, you know, that should be my fight. How? Because you damn sure wasn't entertaining that shit when it was your fight. When niggas was gunning for you, you wasn't entertaining that shit. You was not entertaining that. When Spence wanted that drama, you did not entertain it. Every time that nigga came around, you cowered. You cowered in his presence. Until that nigga looked vulnerable against Porter, and now you all, you know, you got all this extra energy that you want that fight now, man. Like, no, that's not how it works. And I always thought you could have beat him. But unless Spence loses to Ugas, which I don't see happening on the cards, I think Ugas is gonna beat him, but he's gonna lose in the, you know, lose on the judges' scorecard. Y'all know how the story go. But unless unless he's able to beat him by points, because I don't think he's gonna knock out Spence. If he's gonna beat him by points, that's the only way you're getting a Spence fight. And I think where your head is at, if Spence was to lose to Ugas, you wouldn't even look to fight Spence. You'd be looking to fight Ugas. Because you have this sense of entitlement that has honestly crippled your career. Who the fuck are you, bro? Who the fuck are you? You need to come down off that high horse or just go ahead and ride off into the sunset, because motherfuckers think you done anyway. So, all right, cool. You ain't get the Spence fight. What's next? Who are you calling out, man? Who are you looking to line it up with? I can't stand when niggas do that shit, man. Just entitlement. Like, motherfuckers still owe you something. Don't nobody owe you shit. Nobody owes you nothing. Nothing. You gotta work your way back up. And it ain't a far, you know, it ain't a far ride up, because you're not that far off, man. But for you to sit here and, you know, just kind of walk around with your nose in the air up at everybody is like, yo, who the fuck are you? Keith Thurman, bro. Like, this shit is wild. That's supposed to be my fight. Who the fuck told you that? Boy, man. Niggas is a trip, man. I tell you, man. You got a lot of nerve, homie. A lot of it. A lot of nerve. You should not. Yeah, some people just need to get off social media. Some people just don't need to be doing interviews. You can't even keep that shit a stack when they asked you about Mario Barrios hurting you to the body. Oh, man, you know, it's my nutritionist. And like, man, come on, man. Just say you got hurt to the body, bro. That's the reason everybody has Spence beating you anyway. Because you've shown to be vulnerable to the body. You don't take a good shot to the body. Which is cool. You've never been dropped by a body shot. You've never been stopped by a body shot. So it's all right. But don't sit here and act like all this self-entitlement shit. That shit gotta go. That shit gotta go, and that shit gotta go quick. Which is more than likely not gonna go, because that's just who you are. You just feel like you just, you know, motherfuckers are supposed to throw roses at your feet because you was once a champion, a unified world champion. because you was once one of the, after Floyd and Manny, it was supposed to be you up next to somewhat carry the mantle of the welterweight division. You haven't been able to do that due to inactivity and injury, but you also wanted to be the businessman. And with as much love as Spence was getting in publicity, you should have knew he was he was about to be next up. You should have knew Bud was about to be next up, because while you were still active, they was talking about them on ESPN. They was talking about a potential fight between Bud and Spence. You should have took that time to be like, all right, man, let me start getting the bug in people's ear and start really promoting this fight, a potential fight, just a possibility of a fight. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. Your eyes were set on Manny. Your eyes were set on Floyd. Your eyes were set on the more established fighters. Yeah, most definitely, man. But you knew that them niggas was up next. And you failed to pull the trigger on it to bring awareness to it in a potential matchup. And now you on the outside looking in, talking about that was my fight. That's supposed to be my fight. You playing yourself. Go fight one of these lower level dudes. You should be looking at the Butayes and the Stanionis. You should be looking at them. Shit, go fight Jamal James or something. Go fight Abel Ramos, man. You on the same side of the street with them dudes, man. Those are good wins. Why are you above fighting them? Why does it have to be one of the champions? Why does it have to be one of the top dogs? Abel Ramos and Jamal James and all them guys, those are good fights. And the dude that Abel Ramos just lost to, I can't remember his name. I think he's Mexican. Those are good fights. They're easy in-house fights to make. Go holler at one of them. Why the fuck do you get Spence? Why do you need to get Spence? Why do you need to get Ugas? Why do you need to get Bud? This nigga's pissing me off, man. Just came back, you fought Mario Barrios. All right, cool. You got some ring rust knocked off of you. Now go and start chopping at the heels of the bigger names. Within 1 or 2 fights, you can be back into the spotlight. You fight a Jamal James or Abel Ramos or the dude who just beat Abel Ramos. Now we talking back to, all right, cool, yeah. Let's get Keith back up in title contention. They're gonna boost your ass right back up them rankings. But you're not willing to do that because you feel you don't need to do that. You've done enough. So that's how I'm feeling about it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Deuces.